can't do this! I can't do this! Hold on.
Just put your hands on your butt. We will talk here as soon as I get done with this.
Parents trust babysitters and caregivers with their children, believing they will be safe. But what happens when that trust is shattered in the worst possible way? From a nurse gambling away her child's safety to a babysitter's deadly neglect, here are 5 cases where innocent kids suffered at the hands of those who were meant to protect them. On February 9, 2023, in Las Cruces, New Mexico, a place meant for laughter and learning became the center of a disturbing investigation. Police arrived at the Discovery Child Development Center after reports of surfaced. A co-worker handed officers shocking video evidence revealing daycare director Angie Flores allegedly mishandling a child, turning a trusted space into one of fear and betrayal.
I just didn't want, because I get paid good here, but at the same time, I thought it was my kid.
It all started with a concerned phone call. Someone had seen something disturbing at the daycare and couldn't stay silent. But this wasn't just hearsay. The caller's sister had secretly recorded video evidence, proof that something was very wrong.
She started 3 weeks ago, and then I believe like a week in, she was coming home telling us like, oh my God, the director's so mean, like the way she grabs these kids. And then it just got worse and worse. Like then the following week, she grabbed a kid by the arm and him. So I was like, I worked in the field too before, so I told her, I'm like, you're mandated to report this.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, I don't have any proof, like we can't have our phones on us. So I was like, sneak your phone, and as soon as you see her do it, record it so that way we have proof.
What was the video of?
Okay, so there was a little boy, he was sitting down and he was crying. And then she got him by the hoodie and like picked him up off the floor, and he's like screaming for dear life. And she like drags him, I guess, into the restroom.
The footage, secretly recorded by the caller's sister, was deeply unsettling, revealing a reality no parent should ever have to face. With undeniable evidence in hand, officers had no choice but to head to the daycare and get to the truth. Fortunately, when officers arrived, Flores was there. But did she realize the evidence stacked against her?
Officer Rodriguez, who's in charge here? You? Okay, so I wanted to speak to you about something. Is it okay if I come in? You can. Okay. So the reason I'm here today, is because we received an anonymous call of potential kids being grabbed. So, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Has there been anything going on?
Nobody's come talk to me about it.
Well, as I'm saying, it came in anonymous, so I'm just trying to figure out, like I said, I don't know what's going on, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is there anything going on with the kids? Anything that you've seen? Any issues?
No, anything that happens, like if they fall or anything like that, we have to write up incident reports to give it to the parent.
You have to write it up, okay.
And
Flores wasn't going to admit to anything, not this early. She insisted that disciplining children wasn't part of her job, claiming they could only inform the parents. Interestingly, other employees also said they never saw her do anything wrong. But there was one outlier, someone who saw what others didn't, or perhaps what others chose to ignore.
Okay, do you guys like discipline them in any form?
we can't discipline them. We
No.
have to, all we can do is talk to the parent.
Okay.
And then it's up to the parent. If the
Okay.
parent,
So you guys are not allowed to touch them at all, just...
No, and we tell the parent that doesn't work because if he grabbed that kid at 9 in the morning, by the time you get him home and spank him, he doesn't know.
So nothing at all that you've seen?
I think in regards to our director, she's the stern one.
Okay.
She uses
What
her
do you
voice.
mean by stern?
She uses her voice.
Okay.
She uses her voice. Like I said, some of our kids are behavior kiddos.
Okay.
And
Has she ever grabbed a kid, pushed, anything?
No.
No? Okay. We had a anonymous call of kids being being hit, grabbed. Obviously I talked to the director. She did tell me that kids are not supposed to be grabbed. So I want to talk to you. Obviously anything you tell me is going to be confidential. I'm not going to go tell the director, whether it's another employee, you see the director, have you seen anything going on here. I want to let you know anything you tell me is going to be confidential. I'm not going to go tell the director. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. Have you seen anything happen? Okay. I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, my sister did.
So I just didn't want to...
Yeah, it's because I have the video, so...
Yeah. That's the reason why I'm here. I'm just, obviously I didn't let them know. I told them everything's anonymous and I didn't say your sister's name. And is there a reason like why you didn't feel comfortable doing it yourself? That you told your sister?
No, because I was like, well, I've been telling them, like I've been saying, like I just didn't want, I mean, because I get paid good here, but at the same time, if that was my kid.
Yeah, no, I completely understand, and obviously by the video.
Yeah.
Shockingly, the informant revealed that Flores had deliberately targeted the boy. But when officers tried to speak with him, they uncovered something even more heartbreaking. The child was nonverbal and had autism, making him even more vulnerable to the he endured.
When she did that, what was the whole situation?
Because he didn't want to sit on his chair.
Because he didn't want to sit?
Yeah.
Okay. And she was making him sit.
And then she pulled him up by his front.
He was
front
crying,
of the shirt. Yeah, by the front of the shirt, and then that's when she picked him up.
Do you know where she took him after?
To her office.
Speaking to him for a little bit.
Yep. He just
That's okay. Thank you. Stand up for me here. Can you stand up? Oh. Are you okay? Yeah. Did that hurt? Yeah. Can you stand up? I'm just gonna talk to you, okay?
So he doesn't speak at all?
A lot of negative stuff he says.
Okay.
Just, not a complete sentence. When he's with me, I have to give him his words. Want more juice? So he. Hi there. What happened to your nose?
Just gonna check his hoodie.
I'm gonna look at your hoodie, okay?
Can you draw mine? Do mine too.
Heads down. Put your hand on heads down. Put your hand on. We're just talking to Dusty and he's fine. Down.
You did a great job. Give me knuckles. Excellent.
These are our friends.
Excellent.
It's pretty.
Great job.
How old is he?
No more than 3.
3 or 4. Okay.
All right. We'll just get the parents.
That innocent child never deserved such treatment, and with this revelation, Flores was in serious trouble. Officers wasted no time informing the boy's parents about the Then, they took the next necessary step to ensure justice was served.
We did receive a call today, an anonymous call, of the kids at the daycare that your child is at being potential. It was not necessarily, it came in as but it's not necessarily, I would say, they're grabbing the kids when they shouldn't. So it was brought to my attention that your kid specifically was grabbed in a way that I think is excessive.
By who? One of the staff members?
Yes, so this is going to be by the director.
Flores was arrested and charged with 2 counts of felony. But Flores wasn't the only daycare worker to betray that trust. Another case ended in pure tragedy.
And I think I need someone else here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
On February 3rd, 2021, Dunwoody police rushed to a horrific emergency at Little Lovey Daycare, run by 48-year-old Amanda Hickey. She had called 911, reporting an unresponsive baby, but what officers and firefighters found at the home on Leisure Lane was far more disturbing. Body cam footage captures the tense moments as they uncovered a heartbreaking and shocking scene.
Hey guys, right here. Breathing? Still CPR? He was laying face down in the bed?
Yeah.
All right, clear.
Analyzing heart rhythm. Stay clear of patient. Analyzing heart. No shock advised.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Go, go, go.
Be sure emergency medical services.
Is this y'all's?
Amanda Hickey, who ran the daycare from her home, insisted she had followed the rules by laying baby Charlie Cronmiller on his back for a nap. But security footage told a different and heartbreaking story. It showed her placing the infant face down in a pack-and-play and leaving him unattended for over 2 hours. By the time anyone checked, Charlie was unresponsive. As investigators dug deeper, they uncovered even more disturbing truths. Investigators told Amanda Hickey to contact the parents of 4-month-old Charlie Cronmiller. Later, she explained what happened when she found the baby unresponsive. Hickey told the officer she had laid Charlie on his back, but investigators later found out she had actually placed him on his stomach, going against safe sleep guidelines. Charlie's mother, Stephanie Cronmiller, soon arrived, running straight to the ambulance in a panic to reach her baby. Meanwhile, as the investigation continued, authorities discovered the daycare had security cameras.
Have her go in the ambulance with them. Scottish Rite, ma'am. Go in the ambulance right there. They're getting ready to go.
So I noticed you have cameras.
I do.
They record 24/7,
I believe so, yeah.
or is it just motion?
That's a great question. I'm not positive.
Okay, that's okay. Will we be able to access those
I think so.
and get the footage?
Like the families don't. It's not like something that I share with the family. That's a closed.
No, yeah, no, I understand.
Where's the mattress pad?
She said that was the mattress pad, but it looks like it's...
There's no pad in there.
I know. That's what I said. But she said that's what he was sleeping on. They're all like that, though. I didn't want to manipulate it, so
No,
I haven't touched it yet, but he was found face down in that corner. Top left corner. She put him back, and she says he must have rolled over, but they do have a camera in here.
I got it.
Right there.
Like it's not going to, is it going to capture that?
I don't know.
See that? The discoloration on the pad.
Yeah, I see it now.
And then the discoloration on the actual, the brown.
Yeah.
Well, the footage shows Hickey handing over the security camera recordings to the officers without hesitation. She was also seen in tears when she realized she had to face the parents of the children in her care.
Go ahead and get the child out. I'm just going to keep looking through for a minute, if that's okay. And I'll be here when you come back. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't know what to tell them either.
Tell them a baby had an emergency and
I can escort you out when you drop the babies off. And if they have any questions, I can answer those questions
There you
for you.
go.
Okay?
We can do that for you to help
It's
you
going
out.
to be really hard for you to talk to them. Really hard. Okay.
I just don't know. I don't know what. I'll just need an escort.
Okay.
Just give them. So you hear me give them the same message to everybody. I'm not sure what that message is yet, but I need to tell them all something. We had an emergency. What do I tell them? We had an emergency here today,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be closed to am I closed? I don't.
I mean, as of right now, this is just a. I mean, it's all under investigation. We have to figure out kind of a few more things before we can classify it one way or the other. Okay. I don't see any signs of malicious intent here. We're not leaning towards that by no means. But I can't sit here and tell you that without a doubt.
You can't predict the future. I understand
So-
that. I just don't know what to tell them.
To tell them that that you had an emergency, a child had to be rushed to the hospital, and leave it at that. Technically, you can't share any more
I don't
information
know
than that right
anything.
there. So,
oh no, that's all you gotta tell them.
yep.
Just tell them
And if they have questions, our officers here will be glad to help out.
Not long after, officials at the scene got an update on Charlie's condition. Tragically, Charlie was later pronounced dead.
Do we have an update on the hospital yet?
Yeah. They've given him a bunch of rounds of epinephrine, but
It's looking like it's.
yeah, there's no signs of life. They're talking to the parents.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all know here in a minute, but I expect here soon I'm gonna get the official word. Doctors with the parents, they've done about 6 rounds of epinephrine. Sorry. And it's not officially called yet, but they're talking with the parents, and it looks like there's no signs of life. So since he gives me the final official word, I'll let you know.
We'll do an examination on Charlie tomorrow to try to determine what happened, what the cause and manner of death is. That he may know that information tomorrow. That information may take weeks, depending on different tests that they have to run and things like that. So I can't guarantee you that information will be available tomorrow. But once the case is completed, and that means once the medical examiner completes their examination, they get the findings, they have to write it up. Then I also have to turn in my investigative report, and the whole file has to be approved by a supervisor. So there's kind of a chain of events.
Sure.
But once that's complete, you can get a copy of the autopsy report if you would like it.
At first, officers spoke with Hickey and her family without suspecting anything was wrong. But just days later, everything took a shocking turn. Hickey was arrested at her home.
I haven't found anything today that leads towards any type of malicious intent. You know, I can say that as of right now, and I don't foresee that on this. Hey, Miss Amanda. Oh, can you step out here for just a minute, please? Okay. I want you to turn around, face me, put your hands on your back, okay? You are being placed under arrest.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to talk to me? If so, we can go back to the police department and we can talk. If not, you're going to go straight to the cab jail.
Yes.
You do want to talk to me?
Yes.
Okay. So then we'll go back and we'll discuss it at the interview room, and then from there you'll be released to the jail, okay?
Can I tell anyone inside that that's where I'm going?
Who's in there?
My daughter?
Yeah, can you call her down to the door?
Sure.
What was her name?
Natalie.
Natalie. Miss Natalie? Can you come here for a moment, please? Your mom's going to go with us, okay, to the headquarters for right now. She wants to talk to me, and then from there she'll be turned over to DeKalb County Jail. Once she gets to the jail, she'll be able to make phone calls and call and let you know about bonding and things like that. But it's probably going to be a couple of days before she gets a bond, okay?
Okay.
So she wanted to let you know.
Well, Hickey was then taken into custody on charges of second-degree murder and child cruelty. After her arrest, she was transported to the police department for processing.
Can I go in by myself?
Yeah, I'm going to assist you, just so you can fall. There you go. I'm going to place this seatbelt on for you.
We probably need to stop. I didn't hear you say felony. I heard you say felony murder, and I wasn't aware of that. So I probably need somebody else here. So if we need to go, I understand.
So you don't want to talk to me?
Well, I would love to, but I don't. That is, I think that's big, and I think I need someone else here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you might as well just leave the cuffs on me. So I need to go. You need to transport me. I understand.
Talk to me or not.
I don't know what to do, so I guess we should just move me along. I think I don't know what the right thing to do is, so I don't know what the right thing to do is.
So you don't want to try to talk and get some questions answered?
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to change anything at this point, so.
Body cam footage captures the officer speaking with the children's parents, detailing the tragic events. Watching this moment, it's impossible not to feel the heartbreak and devastation as the parents process the shocking news.
Hey, bud.
Murphy.
Hey. So I'm just going to use this door as her door. Excuse me. So he was standing kind of like this, looking out the window there. So she comes up, and then Mr. Graham was standing next to him. So she walks up and opens the door, right? And his feet are hitting it, stopping the door for a moment. She does that 4 times, okay? Then you can tell that she gets annoyed by that, and that's when she grabs him, right? One arm on each, spins around, okay? And it's open here, so he doesn't hit anything. So when he spins around, she's not paying attention. She's still looking at the door, and then drops him. So when he hits the ground, his feet come up over his head. He kind of rolls up, and his feet move over to the side. So that shows me a couple of things. One, it wasn't just a gentle sit down, because his feet continued to move in the direction that he was his momentum was going, right, from that sling. 2 kids of my own, and I wouldn't want them to be handled that way. Has he ever? I know you said he's been normal, but he got tubes put in. But that's Has he ever come home with anything that you can remember? I know I asked that the other day.
Yeah. No. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
And y'all never had any problems with Amanda?
No, I mean.
In the end, Amanda Harris Hickey finally faced the consequences of her actions, pleading guilty to 9 charges, including child cruelty, reckless conduct, and simple battery. For the second-degree murder charge in baby Charlie Cronmiller's death, she entered an Alford plea, admitting there was enough evidence to convict her while still claiming innocence. Her fate was sealed when a DeKalb County Superior Court judge handed down a 35-year sentence with 30 years behind bars. While nothing can undo the heartbreak, this ruling aimed to bring some justice to the families shattered by her actions. Just like Charlie, there's another innocent soul who suffered tragically. On May 2, 2021, in Gwinnett County, a mother walked into her hotel room after a long shift, expecting to see her baby girl safe and sound. Instead, 2-year-old Trinity Kiles lay unresponsive while the man she trusted, her boyfriend, Malik Kiri Kennedy, sat playing video games like nothing had happened. At first, he claimed he only gave her melatonin to help her sleep, but as investigators pressed him, the chilling truth began to unfold.
That's your child? That's your child? My child. That's my child. What about him? Is it a dad? Not your dad? Did you leave the baby with him and you went out, or what? I was at work. Okay. And I just got back to work.
What do you think happened?
I don't know, but he said he pinched her on the cheek. Like
Does he do that usually?
No, he don't usually do it, but I know she been like acting,
Yeah. Right.
They started at 1.5 really. I don't even be on her. I don't whip her or nothing like that. Even like all my friends think I should be stricter. No, I don't. She's 2 years old. Let her do whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody can't handle that, so that's what it looks like. Everybody can't handle that. I even tell them that. I said if you can't handle it, like, because you're not used to being around kids.
Yeah.
Can you walk us on is 538 over
Right now, because I'm ready. Like it was a financial situation.
Rosie wasn't buying her boyfriend's excuse. The bruises on Trinity's face told a different story, and her growing fear made it clear that something wasn't right. She never allowed physical punishment, so what really happened while she was gone?
Right. Right.
So that's probably what it was. He got overwhelmed. He must have injured or something, because she had on her face, like she bruised up on her face. My child overwhelmed with her. I don't know how much melatonin he gave her, but I always tell him, even let me know if you give her melatonin. I don't even tell him to.
So what is exact? How much?
And I don't even give a whole ounce.
That's
It's
20,
just be a little bit. It's just what you, but we don't. I just recently got that
Yeah.
melatonin just because how she been up all day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Her just to take a nap.
Yeah.
985.
Procedure, okay? All right. Hey, ma'am, come here. I gotta pat you down first. Yeah. Just gonna pat you down for weapons. That's all it is, okay? You got a pen? Yeah.
Rosie stood there, confused and shaken, as the officer checked her for weapons. Her mind was spinning with questions, but one fear loomed above all. Had her boyfriend, Malik, done something to her baby?
Once we get there, we'll get there. We're not there yet.
Rosie's anxiety grew with every passing second as more officers arrived. Her gut screamed that something was terribly wrong.
I know, they're about to come talk to you. You gotta stay in the car. I know you're frustrated. You gotta stay in the car and we're gonna come talk to you in a minute, okay? You gotta, listen, I don't know anything, so you gotta stay in the car and wait for one of them.
Why are they here?
Put your leg in the car.
Why are they here? I need to know something. They're not
Calls like this, everyone comes out. Calls like this, everyone comes out, okay? Just put your leg in the car and have a seat, okay?
Oh my gosh.
All right?
They need to tell me something. I just need to talk to something.
All right, they're gonna come talk to you in a minute, okay? All right. Yeah, they're coming down in a minute, okay?
Then the officers broke the news no mother should ever have to hear. Trinity was gone. In that moment, Rosie's world shattered, and the man she once trusted was now being taken away for interrogation. Malik, however, couldn't hide his unease in the interrogation room. His body language shifted, his answers felt shaky, and the tension in the air only grew thicker.
My name is Detective Blackburn. This is Corporal Wimberly with the Gwinnett County Police Department. I'm just going to grab some basic information. Now, when you guys were living there, was Trinity living with you guys? Mm-hmm. Did you guys have your own room?
No.
Where did you guys sleep at?
Together.
Where in the apartment?
In my room.
Huh?
In my room.
Yeah, so you guys had your own bedroom then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And where did Trinity sleep at?
in the bed.
With you guys? Okay. And then, when did you guys start living at the Quality Inn?
Say about after March.
After work, okay. Did you and your friend have a falling out? Is that, like, why did you leave the apartment?
It was due to eviction, basically.
Okay.
So,
Then whose idea was it to live in the hotel?
yeah, everybody's really.
Walk me through what happened today. Walk me through your day. What time did you get up? What time?
Woke up around 10:40 something maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, about 10:40 something. And basically woke up, the normal. Rose go to work, and when she goes to work, I'm just watching training.
Okay.
From there, just the normal, watching her, make sure she eats and everything, but that's about it.
Okay. Now, how often do you watch Trinity?
A lot.
A lot. Like, how many days a week?
Pretty much every day she worked, so it was just like maybe 5 days out the week.
Okay.
Depending.
And how many hours a day do you watch her?
Depends on what time she goes in, time she get off. But
I mean, does she usually work like an 8.5 hour day, or I mean, lunch and a dinner shift portion of it?
About to like, it'll be like 3 to 1, 4 to 1.
Okay. So it's a lot of responsibility that it seems like for you.
It is. I mean,
Malik had already shown signs of struggling with the responsibility of caring for Trinity, a concern that had weighed on the couple. Rosie had hoped to enroll her daughter in daycare but couldn't afford it, leaving Trinity in his care. Now, Malik began dropping subtle clues, hints that would certainly make the interrogation more interesting.
So, what time does she leave today for work?
She left around like 11.
11?
She had to be there by 11, so she left around 11.
Okay. So when she left, kind of just walk me through the day. What did you guys do in the room?
Well, from the moment she left, it was pretty just normal. I played my game. She's on her tablet or doing whatever she does, but like I told Rose, she just has this thing where she'll flip out and start just doing the most, like. Yeah, so she just always does the most, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. So her flipping out, like just misbehaving?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like anything
like,
you can imagine. From,
I don't know, like explain it to me. So what did she do today? What did she do today?
Knocking things over, just screaming, hollering, this type of stuff like just normal kid stuff, really. Okay. But typical too, I guess, as they say. She was saying.
And does she do that with Rosie's when Rosie's in the room? Mm-hmm. Okay. And does Rosie allow that to happen? Yeah. Does Rosie discipline her? Like anything like that?
Not really.
No.
Not really.
Does she allow you to do that?
No.
No. Have you done that in the past?
To her?
Yeah. Like if she's misbehaving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what do you do?
Normally, like before, like at first, I just like it might be like I might pop her, and then like if anything else, then she's standing in a corner, like she's just standing in a corner. That's it. Or I might not give her something like juice and the sugars and stuff that she be wanting. Mm-hmm. So I take that away. She don't get it.
And how do you pop her? Describe that to me.
Like that. It's like a pop, but the same thing about popper.
Mm-hmm.
Malik's restless hands, hesitant speech, and struggle to answer even simple questions all pointed to one thing. He wasn't being fully transparent. If he was trying to hide something, it wouldn't last for long because the questioning had just started.
What went on in the room today with her? What was her misbehaving? What was kind of just...
As I told Rose, I said, it started from her just screaming and spilling her juice and just spilling it everywhere, like doing it on purpose and doing things like let's say kick the lamp over, or she might just spilling juice and screaming. That's the most she really does. Just not listening. So
He's acting up and spilling the juice and kicking the lamp. What do we do?
normally I
And
just,
how do we punish her?
normally I just like I'll tell her to stop,
Mhm.
or basically like I'll grab her up, and that's it. And that's about it.
Okay. Well, it seemed like she didn't stop today, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how did we correct that?
There was no correction really. It was simple as just the normal, just like I said, pop her, or if I'll grip her up.
You do what? Sorry, I
grip her up. Really, that's it.
And there it was. A slip of the tongue the officers weren't going to overlook. Malik had just given them something to work with. Now, investigators knew there had probably been a grip, but was it firm enough to leave the bruises on Trinity's cheek?
Was there any medicine today?
Yeah, I did.
What did you give her?
Melatonin.
Okay. When did you give her that?
Why did I give it to her?
When? What time?
I don't know the time. Maybe 3, 2.
I'm sorry?
Maybe 3, 2
Okay.
o'clock.
So, what did you put it in?
I just gave it to her. Regular, how we always do.
I don't know.
So just give it to her in her mouth. That's it.
Okay. So is it
Like a drop. It's a drop. Just
So how many how much did you give her today?
pretty good amount. Like it was about halfway, almost. Not really at the top.
Trinity had been given melatonin, a medication not even recommended for children under 3. But the chances of it being the real cause of tragedy were slim. More likely, it was just a cover-up, and investigators weren't going to fall for it.
When before is she sleeping? How long does it usually take to kick in? Today.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, because I'll be honest, I normally never know how long it takes to kick in.
So what time did you put her in the bed?
Well, she been in and out of the bed really, so it was more so she been in and out of the bed. She was never like in the bed permanently. She just was in and out of the bed. But I think after my mom left, she took a nap. Woke back up. 3, 4. So it's I don't know, 2, 3.
That's what time she fell asleep?
In and out. She was in and out, going to sleep.
Okay. And then what time did Rosie get back to your room today?
Like 5, something.
Now, how did she get into the room?
I let her. I let her.
You let her in? Okay. Now when she's in the room, where's Trinity at?
In the bed.
She's still in bed? Okay. And then at what point did she pick her up? Or, I mean, kind of, like I said, I'm trying to figure out the timeline. Right?
Check on her. She tried to check, like she was checking her, like we was talking about it. I had told her like normally, like if Trinity does something, and then I basically like I was like I pinched her, and then she was like,
That was
okay,
today?
today. So she's like, you gotta be careful. She bruises.
So where you didn't mention the part of pinching. So where did you pinch her at?
But I was today. So I did that on her cheek though.
On her cheek? Which side? Left side.
Interestingly, Malik never mentioned the pinch at the start of the conversation, and it clearly wasn't something he just forgot. It seemed more like something he had deliberately kept to himself. But was that the only thing he was hiding, or was there more to the story? Investigators were quickly closing in and now even more determined to find out.
Pinch her for?
Pretty much the crying and everything else, anything. It was pretty much a head on, like a head up.
What's everything else?
just crying, kicking stuff over, spilling juice, doing stuff like that.
So you got pretty agitated today, huh? I guess I saw the text message. I saw the text messages that you sent. I mean, is it just today that she was just terrible twos kind of just kicked in? Like
it's every day.
Yeah. I mean, you just tired
since
of it.
I met her.
Yeah.
Since I met.
I mean, these text messages you have never sent in the past before. So why did it bother you today?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you were pretty much venting to her.
Yeah, I was venting to her.
Well, I mean, I didn't see it was in the previous messages.
Didn't say in the text messages. I just always vent to her. Like I always tell her. But I know it was another text. I actually texted her not too long ago. It was before this. Now I texted her. Yeah, I was venting to her. But normally I don't text her. Or if I do, either I text her or I talk to her.
Malik was the worst thing that could have happened to little Trinity, and Rosie also did not do much to keep her away. It was now painfully clear this wasn't the first time he had hurt Trinity. On May 2nd, 2024, the 3-year anniversary of Trinity's death, justice was finally served. Malik Kiri Kennedy was found guilty of multiple charges, including child cruelty. With heartbreaking details revealed in court, the cause of death was ruled a homicide. It took the jury just one day to decide. Kennedy would spend the rest of his life behind bars. As one mother faced a heartbreaking betrayal, another placed her trust in the wrong hands, leading to a tragedy that could have been prevented. On April 19, 2024, in McClenny, Florida, 10-month-old Aria Page was left in the care of babysitter Rhonda Jewell. But at some point during the day, something went horribly wrong. The infant was left inside a scorching car for hours as temperatures inside the vehicle soared past 130 degrees Fahrenheit. By the time anyone realized what had happened, it was far too late.
What you need, Paul?
Aria's condition was critical, and every second counted. A slight delay could mean the difference between life and death, or worse, it was possible she was already gone. But the medics couldn't afford to hesitate. They rushed to get her to the hospital, hoping it wasn't too late.
Going to Fraser's? 314, want to wait? Oh, you rolling?
Can y'all block the door?
In the name of Jesus, my grandbaby.
I understand. They need to work them. Mom is out there with us. We'll get it for you.
Okay.
Once.
You want me to go ahead and put it in as a Jane Doe? Reba.
Unless we can get the information. Can you get the
Said it'd be a few minutes.
date of birth?
Yeah, I'll get David. Yeah, I just need to get a date of birth for the paperwork. The doctor needs to talk to the family, so I know that she's ready.
Something was clearly wrong, and there was every chance that the doctor didn't have good news for Aria's mother. But was she prepared to hear it?
I just want to know something. I just want to know something.
If they're ready.
Y'all want to go in and talk to the doctor? I don't know. I just want to know information. I don't.
That's the doctor's
going to talk to you. Okay. You want your mother-in-law to go with you? Yeah.
They're bringing the doctor. The doctor. She can talk to the doctor.
Okay. Talk to the doctor?
Yep. Hang right here. Your doctor will come talk to you.
So you just go to 97 at the residence.
Mom, grandmother.
Aria was gone, and the heartbreak on her mother's face said it all. But for the officers, there was no time to grieve as they had to act fast and bring the culprit to justice.
Did she tell her to call my husband?
Go tell her.
Call her husband.
What's his, Miss Rhonda, what's his number?
I'm going to jail.
Miss Lona, put your phone. That was your phone.
Rhonda Jewell picked up 10-month-old Aria at 8 o'clock in the morning, but forgot her in the back of her van for 5 unbearable hours. It wasn't until the baby's mother arrived at 1 o'clock in the afternoon that the tragic mistake was realized. Nothing could ever ease a mother's heartbreak.
I need the information, basic information. Basic, her information and stuff. Moms? Yeah, and baby, so we can get the paperwork going.
I don't even want to answer questions about her, please.
On Friday, November 8, 2024, 47-year-old Rhonda Jewell was officially charged with third-degree homicide and child neglect, facing the consequences of a mistake that cost an innocent life. Next is another heartbreaking case, where yet again a child's life was put at risk due to sheer negligence.
Hold on. Turn around. Okay. So put your hands behind your back. We will talk here as soon as I get done with this.
On May 31st, 2024 in Oklahoma, a shocking case of neglect unfolded when a nurse, struggling with a suspected gambling addiction, left her 16-month-old baby alone in a car for 5 hours while she was inside a casino. By the time police arrived, the situation had already turned dangerously critical, demanding immediate action.
This ain't y'all's car or anything? Okay. I'm just making sure. I'm making sure. Is it over there? Is the car running? I can't hear it. Soon forth. We will be with Oklahoma Paul John David 905.
Is her dad in here?
I'm stop right here. Get ready real quick. Mom. Why are we leaving a baby in the car?
I went to go find his dad.
Why are we leaving an infant in the car?
I went to go find his dad.
This is stuff I put people in prison for. Why are we leaving an infant in the
I
car?
was literally out.
I'm not interested. I want to know why you left your child in the
Because I
car.
had to go find his dad. My phone was.
So it's okay to leave that baby? No, I didn't say go over there. Unlock the car for us. Unlock the car. Stop. Unlock the car.
I'm trying.
We need to make sure this kid is okay. It's open.
I'm a nurse.
Is that kid okay? Okay.
You got your ID on you.
Do we know how long she was here?
Yeah, she pulled in at 8 a.m. this morning.
No, I didn't leave him in there the whole time.
Well, let's go over here to this white car right here and let's talk.
Guys, can I just see him for a second? I had him.
He's right here and he's okay.
Hold on. Can I explain something to you?
What?
I had him at 25 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, check on your kid. That's fine.
Bubba. Fine.
506, we got the car open, all the other stuff, but...
He was here, but he wasn't in the car by himself. Oh God, that's not a single.
Let's go over here to this white truck and talk for a minute.
Okay.
A mother's carelessness toward her child is unthinkable, yet her priorities seem to lie elsewhere. Maybe she didn't consider the consequences of leaving her baby alone in the car, or maybe she simply didn't care. For now, she had excuses, but how long could she escape the harsh reality of her actions?
Right here's good. This one right here. Okay. Where are you coming from? From what? Thank you. Coming from where? Where's work at?
Bailey in Owasso.
Okay.
What time did you get?
He had my car.
He had your car, but how long did the child take you?
He hasn't been here the whole time. His dad brought him.
When did his dad?
I don't know. That's why I was trying to find him.
When did you get here?
He brought my car this morning. I was at work.
Okay. What time did you get off work?
7.
11?
7.
7?
This morning?
Yes.
So how did you get here?
He picked me up.
And you've been here with him?
With the baby, yes. And then I tried to go in there and find him, but I don't know where he's at.
No, it's not. Okay.
Guys,
I would never do anything to hurt him. I spent 7 months in the ICU with him.
How long has he been out here by himself?
Right, girl. Watch his day.
Yep.
I'm literally all he has.
Don't walk off. Stay right here with him.
I have to fall so much.
Thank her, 14. 14.
Is this address the RP's address or the address of the abandoned house?
Her story was full of holes, and for now, all she could do was cry. But tears weren't proof of innocence, and the officers weren't there for emotions. They needed answers.
You can hold him for a second. He's gonna hold on to him and check him out.
Why?
So I can talk to you in person without holding your baby. He's not taking your baby away. He's not walking away with it. He's a firefighter that's gonna check him out. I wouldn't let him have him, but I didn't trust him. What's 562 fire and looks like half is 97. Go back here to my phone call.
Yep. 111 east. 71st Street South.
Oh, right here is good. I'll ask you something before I keep talking to you anymore, okay? I'll read you something. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand these rights that I've just read to you?
Yes.
Okay. Keeping those rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me? I just need a yes or a no real quick.
I don't know. I just want to explain.
Just real quick. Having those rights in mind, are you okay with talking to me about what's going on?
Yeah, I guess I wasn't trying to do anything wrong.
How long was he left in the car with that? I know the car was running, but how long was he left in the car?
What time is it?
2:56.
Like maybe 20 minutes.
What time did you walk in that casino?
I don't remember. I didn't look. My phone was dead.
So what was the reasoning for going into the casino and leaving him by himself?
One, I had to pee, and two, I was trying to find his dad.
Okay. Why are we trying to find his dad?
Because he was supposed to be.
Have you guys been bringing him inside at all?
Huh?
You've been here since, you said you got here when you got off work.
I've been here the whole time.
So how did you get here with his dad if he's been here since 8 o'clock this morning?
He hasn't been here since.
How long has his dad been here? I think they've been here since about 8 o'clock this morning. The car was running. The kid was left by himself. She came running out at us when we pulled up. So they're looking to see how long he's been by himself. Stay here with my lieutenant for just a second.
Her neglect was undeniable, and her excuses only made it clearer. She stumbled over her words, unable to answer even the most basic questions from officers.
That's what she said? She said, but she also told me, they said she got here with her boyfriend, and then she said something about how he's been here since 8. She'd been off work since 7 this morning. And she's still wearing her scrubs from 7 o'clock this morning. She doesn't know what time she got in there because her watch is now dead. She said she thinks
830.
What's that? I didn't say he was going anywhere, so just calm down for a minute.
That's easy for you to say. You didn't spend 7 months in the ICU with him.
And don't stop lecturing us on parents.
Do either one of you guys have kids?
I do.
I work with kids.
It's all about stuff for nothing in this town. There ain't telling it.
Especially at a casino.
Talk to me like I'm stupid.
Don't talk to us like we're stupid.
I'm not, but you guys are.
Nothing she said made sense, and the truth was painfully obvious. She had prioritized a day at the casino over her child's safety. Now she was desperately trying to deceive the officers, but they weren't buying it.
Who is?
Who are you talking to about that?
The security, they said officers looking. 'Cause she said she got here with boyfriend, but then she's saying she didn't, but then she's saying she did. So, but like I said, there was a bunch of people out here staring at us, and then they got their thing going, and I'm up there trying to figure out if this car's running. She come running out at us, so we'll find out. Running? I couldn't hear it, but they said the car was running. Well, I can't hear it because the music is on, so. They looking still?
Yeah. A quick review shows that she got out at 9:30 and never came back, but I don't know for it. I don't know.
Well, she keeps saying that she didn't get here when he got here, but then that's how she got here was him, so it's not lying about it.
Yeah, I've heard about 2 or 3 variations.
And I couldn't hear. Was that car running? I couldn't hear with the music.
Yeah, the car was running, but it was still really hot.
Right.
It's like the AC wasn't on or anything?
Like, it's still running. It's just...
But you care if she looks at it? See if the AC is on? Hang on, Tiffany.
Yeah, it's still warm, but...
There's airflow, but...
It's still not full.
No. I'm sweating just standing out here, so... Because all she said is she was gone max 20 minutes to go inside and pee and find his dad.
And he's been here since 9:30 this morning. That's
What's wrong? We'll talk to her again and see what she says now.
Yeah,
She's got-
20 minutes.
They're saying since 9:30 this morning.
That's 5, 9,
From the cameras.
Well, she says her husband is very with the car.
Right, and she came with him, but then she's her story's bouncing back and forth. She said she came here with him, but then she didn't, but she did.
She said she came from work and her husband.
But she got off work at 7 o'clock this morning, and it came straight here. They said the only thing they can see is she got here at 9:30, and that's all they can tell. They didn't look like she ever came out.
One by one, her lies fell apart. Every excuse she gave for leaving her child alone in the car turned out to be false. At this point, officers were almost certain this wasn't just neglect, it was an addiction-driven decision, and her gambling habit had put an innocent life at risk.
What was your name, man?
Stacy.
Stacy? Okay. I'm going to speak completely honest with you, because that's all I know how to be. This is probably one of the most sophisticated camera systems in the United States. It's casinos. They're saying you went in about 9:30 this morning and have not been back out to the car.
What's I have?
Why would the camera show you one?
I did come back out.
You did?
What time was that at?
I don't know you guys.
The reason we're being straight up honest with you is because this facility is so sophisticated, they read my face and know everything about me, even though I've never been here before. So they know everything. They have facial recognition, all kinds of fancy stuff. So they have timestamps. They have 2 people that all they do all day long is watch cameras. They've already rewound it since they found your child in the car alone. Said you got out of that car at 9:30 and this morning and walked inside, and you never came back out until you saw law enforcement and security out here. So is that what's the case, or what's the deal? Because I've been honest with you the whole time about what's going on, and I would appreciate the honesty back. And you look like you got something on your chest that you're wanting to tell us, but you're upset to tell us about. Is there something you want us to know about?
No, I'm just going through a lot.
It sounds like you guys are going through a lot, especially with his dad. I mean, what to make it sound like you're trying to find him. I understand that.
Well, not even just today, but in general. I mean, we're separating. And,
right.
Like I said, we're staying with my mom. It's just how.
Do you think you might have a gambling problem?
No.
It's okay if you do. I'm not here to judge you if you do.
No, I mean, I don't think so. I didn't realize that.
Did you gamble a little bit when you got here?
Nothing could save her from arrest now. The decision was final. Her reckless actions had sealed her fate, and jail was the only place she was headed.
Stacey, do me a favor and face my car real quick. Turn around for me.
Okay, hold on.
Turn around.
Hold on.
Turn around.
Okay.
So put your hands behind your back. We will talk here as soon as I get done with this. Okay.
It's like,
Let's have a seat in the back of my car real fast. 506, one female detained. Do you have any guns, knives, weapons, needles, anything like that on you? Okay. Get that stuff checked.
What's gonna happen to Rylan?
Oh, well, we are getting someone to be with him right now. We are working on that right now.
Someone.
Who is it?
One of my friends.
Your friends? How about your mom, his mom?
Me and my mom aren't talking.
Do you have a grandma or anything like that?
No, my grandma's gone.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. I completely understand that. You have aunt, uncle? Is it just you and your friends?
I can call my aunt, but
Where they live at?
one lives in Colorado, but
Okay.
she'll come.
But no one like in Tulsa or anything like that?
No, just my friends.
Do you live in Tulsa or around here somewhere now?
Skytip.
Skytip? Okay. Okay. That's her purse, her diaper. He said it's a great diaper bag. Pafford's asking for it.
It looks like a backpack. Yeah, that's it right there.
Is that your purse?
No, that.
Oh, that diaper bag? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's all your stuff right there, okay?
Okay.
Put your keys in. In the end, there was no escaping accountability. The nurse was arrested and charged with child neglect.